Some of you may have seen my Theragun Mini review, which we had a phenomenal response to. Now we're checking out a lesser known Achedaway Pro. Okay, so the Achedaway Pro, this is the box that they sent me. On the back of the box, there's some information about the attachments that it come with and all the specs on the Achedaway Pro. However, I noticed that there is a little spelling error. It says the Achedaway percussion massage device for professional to relieve muscle pains. I think they forgot an S. It's okay, they're not a grammar company, they're a massage gun company, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's get into this unboxing. Okay, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Woo! There is the Achedaway Pro. Let's get this guy out of the box so you can see exactly what it looks like. Okay, it's got a nice carrying case, and I can already tell that this thing is heavy. I've done some other massage gun reviews in the past, and they were all mini, so this is my first full-size Achedaway Pro review. There it is, all the attachments. I'll let you know I have already charged the battery. So we got the Achedaway Pro. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 attachments, a battery charger, and the battery. Let's assemble this so I can tell you what we think of the Achedaway Pro. Okay, I told you I have already charged the batteries, and this thing's kind of funny. It reminds me of like a pistol or a Glock. Freeze! Now that we've hooked up the battery, we're ready for the attachments. Okay, as I mentioned, the Achedaway Pro has 4 attachments. Let's go through them. The first guy is a general purpose, all body tip, that it has a solid foam attachment that you can use it up and down your body, no problems. The second one is a flathead. This is a shiny, hard plastic. I assume it's plastic, I'm not 100% sure, but it is a hard material. This, again, you can use up and down your body. I use the majority of these two up and down my body without problems. The next attachment is if you really want to dive your thumb into that muscle to really release it. That's what this guy is for. This is called the bullet tip, and it gets super deep into those muscles. This last attachment is for your spine and neck. It kind of looks like a cattle prong, and you can tell, obviously, your spine would go in the middle, and you can go on either side of it. I'm gonna plug in each one of these attachments so you can see the difference and how you can see how it turns on and how it looks with the vibration. Okay, so there's only one button on the Achedaway Pro, and it's this guy right here. When I hold it, it's gonna start the vibration. For me to turn the vibration up or down, I'm pressing this button once. So I'll give you a show what it looks like. So now that it's on, if I hit it, this is on the 1 setting, I can hit it on 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's the max setting. To turn off, I simply hold it. So I'll put in the foam tip, and they're really easy to put in and out. That you simply just push and it's in. To pull out, it's pulled out. So let's put this guy back in, and I will show you on the 2 setting how I would treat my arms, because that's what you can see with me sitting in the chair. What I typically do is I turn it on and I set it to about the 2 setting just to ease my body into it. Let's say I'm gonna treat my neck or my shoulders. So that's a really tight part of my body. That 2 setting right there, I can tell that it's working my muscle group. If I wanted to go up and I found the muscle that I want, I have to press that on button again to go up. Now my entire body's vibrating. So as I'm talking to you guys, my eyes are shaking sideways. Woo! But it has a very good massaging pulse that I can really dive into those muscle groups. A couple of the downsides that I find with the Achedaway Pro is A, how big it is. This thing is huge. I don't know the exact weight. Holding it in my hand, it feels maybe like 3 pounds. 3 pounds doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a big piece of equipment. Another thing that kind of bugs me is the on-off button is right on the body, that it vibrates a ton. I wish there was an on-off button closer down to the handle that I could turn it on and then adjust the settings. So to give it any demerits, I would say just the positioning of the on-off button and how big and heavy it is. This is a great massage gun if you have someone at home, like a significant other or mom, dad, sibling, friend that is willing to treat you, that it's great to just be a patient and let someone else work this thing. I find it really easy to use on your arms, your neck, parts of your legs, but there's spots, like me specifically, I have a really tight lower back, and for me, I'm kind of contorting myself to treat that back, that if someone was treating me at home, it's much more effective for me being the user. I have reviewed other massage guns in the past, specifically Mini massage guns, and for me personally, I find the smaller ones much easier to use on my entire body, but this is still very effective to use on those muscle groups. Let's plug in another attachment. Like I said, these two are very similar, the flat head and the foam head. Let's say I found that muscle group that is super tight and I'm gonna put this bullet attachment in to really hone into it. A couple ways that I found very effective is that I can play around with this, not even turning it on until I found that muscle that I know is super sore, and then I can turn it on. Now that it's on the 1 setting, again, I can move up and down. Oh, there it is. There's that spot. So once I found it, I can go up until I can find it tolerable. And if I've gone too far, I have to turn it off and go through settings 1, 2, 3, if the 3 setting is the one that feels the best. I think overall in reviewing the Achedaway Pro is that it does exactly what it says it's gonna do. It's gonna help you loosen those muscle groups. Again, because it is so big, I find it hard to use on my entire body, but I would definitely recommend the Achedaway Pro, that it was very easy to use, very easy to assemble, very easy to charge. The charging life I got out of this, I think was like 4 hours. It says 3 to 4 hours based on use. And if I'm using this every day, I'm just gonna plug it in next to my cell phone or the other things that you charge in your house. I hope that Achedaway is going to be offering a smaller version, because again, that's the only thing that I would look for if I was to buy another Achedaway product, is that it just is fairly big and fairly bulky. Even though it does come with a nice traveling case, it's gonna take up some substantial spots in either your luggage or a travel bag if you do travel. That's the only knock that I'm gonna give it. To give you a size comparison, I'm just holding it next to my iPhone 11 Pro, that you can see the handle itself is still taller than the iPhone 11 Pro, and the body is almost as wide. That just for comparison's sake, just to show you how big this is. I would say that I have fairly big hands, like I'm 6'2", and my fingers almost don't touch in gripping this. So I think if you have smaller hands or you're petite or just a little bit smaller, that this might be even harder to maneuver than it is for me. I'd be interested to hear in the comments if you have troubles using the Achedaway Pro just based on its size. So the Achedaway Pro is on the more affordable end of massage guns. It came in at $299, and it's almost half price of some of the bigger names like Theragun, for example. I think that overall it does exactly what you want it to do. I think if you're looking for a massage gun on a budget, this guy so far is doing the job, but I would 100% recommend the Achedaway Pro. Okay, if those of you that are new to the channel, you still have time to hit subscribe. It's right down here in the bottom right corner. Even if you're not big into golf, we do a lot of these types of reviews to help make your body feel better. I always have tons of aches and pains, and I'm always upset with how my body's feeling, so I release a lot of videos just to help you make you feel better. In wrapping this up, I am gonna give it the stamp of approval. I would pick up an Achedaway Pro if you're looking for a massage gun on a budget. There are smaller options out there, but I think overall it is very good, especially if you have someone at home to help you out. Thanks again to all of you guys watching, and thanks to you new subscribers. I hope I got a ton of new content that you guys are gonna enjoy, and we'll check in with you next time. All right, guys, so in the description of this video, we have a promo code that's gonna save you guys 10% on the Achedaway Pro. If you click on that, you wanna pick this up, you're gonna save 10%.